Oh man, you lying. You freestyling. You ain't no rapper. You ain't no rapper. Let me hear something. Let me. Oh shit. Dude can really rap. Alright. Let me hear something. What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Alright, y'all. Now, I know y'all saw the thumbnail, and I know y'all like, dang, well, is there anything this dude don't do? It's not much, y'all. I try and get my hands into anything. But seriously, though, me, myself, I'm an OG rapper from the 90s. Yeah, y'all. I was on the scene with everybody you could think of, and that could be verified. I got plenty of pictures, videos, music, all of that. And as a matter of fact, very soon, I'm going to drop a Spotify so y'all can go check out one of my mixtapes. And y'all, as a bonus, if you like to rock with TikTok, if you put my name, JS Corner, in TikTok music, you will find a whole mixtape of music that you can use over your pictures. Just a side note, if you like that. Now, when I went down to prison, we talking about my second bid on this one. When I went down and the guys in there found out that I was really a rapper, that I was really like that, oh man, it just got out of control. Now, if you got something that you want to hide, or you don't want everybody riding you on or bothering you about, your best bet is to keep it zipped. Keep your mouth closed. Because once people find out, you're going to become entertainment. It's real easy. Now, this ain't got to be like somebody trying to play you out or nothing like that. But dudes is bored up in there. So if they find out that you are right next door or in the same cell with them or in the mess hall or the gym or the yard and you got some skills that could entertain them for maybe an hour or two, oh yeah, we need to hear that, big bro. We need to hear that. Let me hear that joint you spit the other day, big bro. Now, everybody wants to hear some kind of entertainment, especially late night. And that's when I would get the most calls. I'd be, after lockdown, they'd be like, yo, hit that shit, son, hit that shit. And somebody start making a beat on the table, and it's either my cell or the cell next to me, and it'd be thumping. Boom. And I start spitting, flowing. And it would go on, and they'd be like, yo, that shit was fire, Yo, run that back, yo. Let me hear that joint you spit the other day, yo. That shit was crazy, yo. Now, after a while, it's almost like being a celebrity in prison. You get tired of it. You get tired of people asking you to do something that you may or may not be in the mood to do. I mean, I had jokers approach me at 6 a.m. in the morning at breakfast mess hall. Like, yo, let me hear something. I'm like, come on, cool, bro. Cool out, bro. I didn't even have my coffee yet. Like, chill, bro. And it just started to, be more and more, let's say the word is insisted. Yeah, they insisted. So now I got jokers insisting that I come down to the day room and rap. Insisting that I sit there and just continuously make up, new rhymes to entertain these dudes. I'm not going to lie, though. I wrote some of my best music in prison, y'all. Some of the joints that I came home to publish, and they're out there right now on Spotify and YouTube and all over the place. They've been on the radio stations out here in Jersey. So I guess you could say that prison did help me. It helped me build my catalog. It helped me rap about more crime. Because when you're doing crime, you got nothing else to rap about but crime. And real talk, my second bid was because my dumb ass decided I was going to go rob something to get some money for studio time. I got that studio time, but I got a lot more time with it after that. So, y'all YNs, be careful what you're looking for out here in these streets. You'll find it. Now, if you go to prison with a skill, chances are you're going to make that skill even better. Because you're going to bump into people that do the same thing that you do, and maybe even better. Now, at the time of my incarceration, I'm not going to lie. I bumped into a dude from Atlanta. Dude's name was GS. That was short for Golden Slugs. Shout out to Golden Slugs. One of the best lyricists I've ever heard in my life. Dude was a beast with the bars. And as a matter of fact, GS taught me, even though I had been a rapper for a while, he taught me how to rap and make a beat on the table at the same time. I struggled with that on the streets. But when I got there and got with him, and he started showing me different little tricks and, you know, how to play with my words and whatnot, and next thing you know, I was able to rap, make the beat on the table at the same time. I learned that in Northern State. Now, I don't know what happened to him. He was supposed to be signed to So Def. I don't know what ever happened to him. Golden Slugs, if you out there, if you see this, respect. I appreciate everything you did for me in the Bing. Taught me a lot of good lessons with this rap shit. I hope you made it with your career. Get at me if you out there, fam. Alright? Now, once I learned how to do that, it was ball game. I was in the cell. Because like I said, I did a lot of lockup time, dead time in the back and seg. So I had plenty of time to just keep crafting. I'm writing bars, y'all. I mean novels every day. Just going at it. Coming out with new bangers. I'm spitting these joints out there in the prison, letting people hear them, and I'm getting the criticism. They like that when niggas don't really like that when and I'm figuring my flow out. Because this time, when I come back home, I'm going to be a monster. I'm going to be the beat bully. Yeah. I'm snatching your beat ASAP. Jumping all over it. I was the remix king. I jump on your beat and do it better than you. And most of these artists out here that dealt with me, they know that. Shout out to any artist that ever dealt with your boy. Yeah. I'm going to let y'all hear something. I can't put it on, I don't know. I can't put it on this video because YouTube crazy. Even though it's my music, I have to prove it's my music. So once I get that process out the way, I'm going to start putting some of my music in these videos so y'all can hear what I'm talking about. I got a joint with Uncle Murder. Y'all might have heard of it called That Thing. If not, look it up. I got a joint with Mr. Cheeks. That joint went crazy for the time it was. Mr. Cheeks from the Lost Boys. I got a lot of joints. I got a joint with Fatal Hussein from the Outlaws. Tupac's boy. I got a joint with Fred the Godson. I got plenty of joints, y'all. I got a joint with Fat Trell. I got joints all across the board. And not just in New York. I'm talking about everywhere. So, the name ring a few bells in this music industry. If you know, you know. When I first went to prison, I had just got done doing a video called Hustle on the Block. With the team that I was with was called Rough Cuts back then. It was me, a rapper, then two of my boys was R&B singers, and then my other homie, G Money, he did reggae. Now, Hustle on the Block was a street banger. We was this close to getting that deal. We was on Hot 97. We was on mad radio stations all over the place. And that combination, that street mix, we had the whole hood on our back. All the Jamaicans, everybody, all the Africans, everybody was rocking with us because our group was so multicultural. Now, that video aired on Ralph McDaniel's Video Music Box, if any of y'all have ever heard of it. And when that video aired, I was already in prison. What a time to be alive. Now, not only was I there, but my homie that was in the group with me, GP, his twin brother was also locked up with me. So they looking at me and him, and they're like, how the hell y'all on the video and y'all here? And then, we had to break it down. He said, well, first of all, I'm not him. That's my twin brother. That's what my homie told him. That's my twin brother GP that y'all seeing. And this nigga here got hemmed up right after they shot the video. So everybody out there, they chilling, they loving the success. They got the video bumping, they getting phone calls. Everybody doing their thing, getting opportunities granted. Me, I'm sitting in prison with that 4 flat. I'm like, damn. So now everybody know I'm a rapper for real. They see me on TV. And they like, oh, yo, dude was for real. Yep. It was like, it just happened to be my luck. Everybody in the prison must have been watching Video Music Box that night. Because the next morning, everybody in the mess hall was like, hustle on this block. We ain't gonna stop. They was rocking it, y'all. So I'm like, all right, well, it is what it is. I gotta own up to it now. And back in the day, y'all, I had a few different names back in the day. Before JS Corner. At the time, my name was JS Corner when this video came out, though. But in prison, when I was rapping, I was going by Ski Mask or Monopoly. One of them two. I didn't want people to know who I exactly was. But they ended up finding out anyway, so what you gonna do? All I'm saying is, when you go to prison, if you go to prison, as an entertainer, try your best to keep it to yourself, because you are just going to have the most annoyingest people harassing you day in and day out. I even had correctional officers asking me to spit. They said, yo, spit them bars, yo. Spit them bars. Now, not only did they want to hear me spit, but they knew that it was going to get a nice little crowd and calm things down in the pot a little bit. They couldn't be so violent if they was chilling and listening to me rap. They wasn't poking nobody up or beating nobody up. They said, nah, let's just go hear homie spit. Now, another way I got my skills up in prison was battling. But it ain't nothing like this URL or Rare Breed or KOD, KOTD, none of that fake, battle league shit. In prison, battling could get serious. You literally gotta think what you about to say way before you say it. And what I mean by that is, when you in a street battle, you could just disrespect somebody, disrespect their gang, their mama, all of that, get crazy with it. Now in prison, you say something about somebody's mama, you talk about their gang, you talk about their girl or their baby, or say something really disrespectful about them, nah, it's going to end up being a fight. That's why a lot of times in prison, most people opt out of battling. Because if you ain't got thick skin, you either going to get hurt or end up hurting somebody. Now, I was on the battle track before I went to prison. I done been on joints with Sirius Jones, Arsenal, who else? I got a couple other joints with battle rappers. Dope songs, too. I even got a video with Arsenal out there that's pretty dope. From way back in the day. So, that's called Paper Chase, too, y'all. Go ahead and look it up. Go ahead and look it up. Y'all want to verify your boy? Because there's a lot of people out here in these comments talking about your boy lying. Your boy ain't telling the truth. Oh, no. Your boy is definitely telling the truth. I done been with some hitters all my life. And now I'm giving y'all these stories that I've accumulated in my brain. So, for the dude that said he liked it when I paused to think of more to add to my story, no. Check this out, homeboy. I'm pausing to remember stories that happened 10 plus years ago. So, pardon me if I can't just flow fluently with it. Because guess what? These stories haven't been just sitting there on my brain for the last 10 years. No, I gotta jog my memory and pull them out so I can bring y'all this drama. And I'm just trying to do what I'm supposed to do. Out here in these streets, these YouTube streets. So, If you rock with me, keep rocking with me. If you like the content, keep watching. Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Share these videos. Subscribe to the channel. And hype the damn video, man. Y'all know what it is. This was just a quick little introduction to your boy's past. I hope you stick around for more. As usual, this is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner, and I'm out.